everybody, this is Tammy and I'm back with another Transformers video review. This time I have Transformers Combiner Wars Megatron. And as you can see, taking a look at the box, right here we have a very large window that allows you to see the full figure along with some of his weapons, his missile, and then behind that you can see his little picture card. And then right here we have a picture of Megatron. And then on the side you have the little Autobot symbol thing that they're using, and then back here we have a picture of Megatron in his robot mode and in his tank mode. Alright, and for his bio, let me bring that a little close for you and bring the camera up so you can check that out. And if you notice, this is a different bio from the Armada Megatron, so oh, and on this side right here, bring the camera down a little bit more again, we have more of a full-bodied picture, partial picture that's here on the front. So let's go ahead and get him open and check him out. Alright, so here I have Megatron out of his box and in his vehicle mode, which instead of a gun, it's actually a tank. There are some things on him that kind of harken back to his gun mode, so I'll try and point out some of those, some of the ones that I've seen that I've noticed. But along with the figure inside the box, you also get his little picture card, and then you also get this little sticker sheet. Little sticker sheet that comes with 2 Decepticon logos, 2 Autobot logos, and then it comes with the filigree for his chest, which once again kind of plays back into that gun mode, original G1 type thing. And then you have this sticker right here, and it goes somewhere on his cannon, and I'm not really exactly sure where that goes, but I know it shows it in the instructions. I just hadn't really looked for it. And then it also comes with his instructions, so it looks very blue. So you have that, and then he also comes with 2 of his weapons. So you have like a little gun right here, and then a larger gun, and you can actually take those 2 guns and you can lock them together to make one larger gun. They actually clip on there. Either way, you can clip either one to either side while he's in vehicle mode. And then he also comes with a missile, so, and then you put it in there, and then to shoot it you can see this red right here, and you just clip and it shoots that missile. I'm gonna not leave it in there. It's not very easy to shoot out, so you're not going to accidentally be shooting it because the button is in a place that's not easily pressed through transformation or through play. So I'm not really worried about it. I'm just going to leave it off. I'm going to show off some of his tank features. He does have a turning turret, although it's not based in the middle of the turret. It's up here at the top of the turret, or the front of it. His wheels actually do turn, or his treads actually do turn. You can see that kind of. There you go. You kind of have to push down a little bit to actually get it, to get that movement. And then we'll just show you underneath. You can see his head and part of his chest panel right there. But there's not much that you can see on him while he's in tank mode like this. So just quick 360 on him. I'll go ahead and remove these real quick. And for all intensive purposes, this is a really nice looking tank mode, way better suited for the G2 Megatron, and maybe later on they'll reissue him again. I can't see spending another $50 or another $44 for another Megatron again, but I'll get into this later on at the end of the video. But let's go ahead and show off his transformation. So first of all, we're going to come here and I'll go ahead and raise this up a little bit. You're going to come underneath him. First of all, we'll just go ahead and collapse that down and collapse it into here, and it goes about that far. Then you're going to come here and you see there's a little notch right there with a tab, and you're going to take that, pull this apart, and you see another tab right here, and there's a hole right here, and that's where those two attach into. So you're just basically sorry, I forgot to mention this also. Let me go ahead and put that back in here, and I'll mention this real quick back here. This, you see these two tabs, and then there's a third one right here, and you just place them in between and on both sides, and it clips and holds the legs kind of together whenever you do that. So you just want to untab this, untab that, and then just pull this piece up right here for right now. And then once again, we're going to come back underneath here, flip, and then you'll hear it lock into place like that. I'll go ahead and do that again on this side. And then you're going to want to come to here, these panels right here. They will actually go like this. And I'll just leave them right here for right now. It's just, that's the easiest thing to do. I'll go ahead and, you see how they're on the swing right there? I'll go ahead and finish this. There's the tabs, and they tab into each other, and it'll go all the way down, and when it goes all the way down, it'll kind of latch a little bit. Take these, twist those feet down like that. I'm going to raise it up a little bit more. So now, these right here, you want to take and pull these apart, and this cannon tabs into this section right here in two spots, right here and then right in here. So you see that tab and then that right there. You're going to take and rotate that like that, and then take and rotate that like that, and then this panel is going to flip down. You'll see there's a tab right here and a tab right here, and then these two holes right here. So you can go ahead and go like that, and then this, there's a tab right here, hole, and hole. Okay. And go ahead and rotate the head around, and then you want to take the arm and you want to pull it out. And when you pull it out the rest of the way, it kind of goes like that. There's nothing really you can do. That's the last pull on it. And then you want to take this panel, pull it up, and that reveals the hand. And then you can bend it right there at that elbow. And then for this side, official transformation states that this goes like this, and then you're just going to leave it right here and then flip this up. The problem that I have with this is that then you can't bend his elbow, and I don't really like that because you have to go like this. So generally what I do, I've seen a couple of different things. Some people will keep this down and then rotate that like that, but then you don't have the arm guards. So generally what I'll do is I'll flip, or you don't have the hands. Generally what I'll do is I'll flip these up, and then I'll take and rotate it just enough like that so that you have both of them. And then you pull that out the rest of the way, and you have this. There's a couple of things that I really don't like about this, but I'll point them out at the end of the video. So to fire his cannon in this mode, you can see that when you push this in, there's a hole right here, so that then you have access to that that button or the firing mechanism. I want to show off a couple of things while he's in this mode that kind of, once again, like I was saying, harken back to his G1 original mode. One is that this portion right here kind of looks like a scope, and generally what I like to do is I like to have it like this, because then it looks more like his scope, but then you have this piece sticking off the back, and I don't really like that too much. I wish it would have gone farther in, just so that it would have completely hidden the barrel. The reason that this looks like a scope is there's actually one of the crosshair adjusters right here that kind of goes back to the gun mode. The two stickers that have the filigree on it, those go right here. And then if you actually look right here, you can actually see a portion of what used to be the handle of the gun is right here on his leg. So that's kind of cool that they molded that into his legs. For articulation, we'll start up at the head. The head is not on a ball joint. It has two different joints on it. It has a joint that allows you to turn it left and right, and then a joint that allows you to move it up and down. So it's almost as if it is on a ball joint. And then you come here to the arms, and I wish they would have done something a little bit different with these. I don't really like... I'm trying to leave this all to the end. So for the arms right here, you have a couple of different things. This right here allows you to twist it, and you can actually see the ratchet in there. You can go one more out. Wow, I didn't even notice that. Can you go another one? And you can actually go 2 more clicks out, so you can get the arm a little farther up like that. Then for the elbow, right above the elbow is his little twist, and then you do have a ratcheting joint for the elbow. There is a twist at the wrist right here. And then you come down here. There is a twist at the waist. It is kind of hindered by this right here, but you can move that up, and then you can spin it all the way around. Then the side skirts do flip up to kind of get out of the way of some of the range of motion for him. He does have, it's in his thigh, he has 2 joints. This piece right here, it's actually kind of funny, this piece right here actually covers up part of his thigh. So in here, he has a joint that allows you to move it forward and back, and then one that allows you to move it out to the side. And then right here, you have your twist. Then you have your knee joint, and your knee joint doesn't go very far. It only goes about that far. And then your foot can only go up, and that's because of transformation. Alright, so for the pieces that I were trying to get at, was forcing myself to stop to specifically address them right now. Kind of my nitpicks on this is, for almost a $45 figure, he's really simplistic to transform. He doesn't have a lot of engineering put into him. And then what engineer is put into him, it feels like they could have done something else. I don't know. I like what they did with being able to do this right here and having the turn, but I think in doing that, they didn't focus on the shoulders. And the shoulders, I feel, are very, very lacking. I feel that they could have done a better job on it. You know, if you go like this and you don't have them, and you have them standing straight totally like this, he looks fine. He doesn't look that bad, but he looks very stiff like that. And you can't really win with what he has. It's all over exaggerated with his different with where the ratchets actually are on him. And that's the same with his legs. It's either really close together or really spread apart. I don't know. I wish they would have had kind of some in-between joints. And then with his waist, you know, you see I keep going back and forth on how exactly to have him, because I feel like if it's a click this way, it looks like he's kind of hunched over. If it's a click this way, I feel like he's leaning back. You know, I feel like either one is too much in one direction. Because it's not me. He is leaning backwards on that. And then if you go one forward, He's leaning forward then. So but I don't want to gripe too much because there are some good things about him. There are some good qualities about him, especially with the chest and the way that it's sculpted. I find that very nice. I find the aesthetic very pleasing on it with how it reminiscens from the original. The head sculpt is phenomenal. It is what he should look like. You know, they did a really good job on that. And let me bring that in so you can actually see that. So it's very nice. The light piping is not really strong. It is there, and you can see it. It's just not as strong as it probably could be. I don't know. I don't want to start going down the negative again, but at least it has light piping. I'll go with that because some of these figures in this wave have not had light piping, so I'll at least be thankful for this. But look at that head sculpt. It's nice. It's very, very nice. And I even believe that if they would have put this guy on a ball joint, people would be popping that head off or this head off and putting it on something like Hegemon or something like that to give him a better head, because I believe that this sculpt is that nice. You know, and the main question is trying to determine whether to buy this figure. You know, you have to ask yourself, is this figure worth $45, $50? It's really hard for me to say. Without really stepping all over what they've done with this figure, you know, I figured they could have, you know, done something with this, done something with being able to properly put his ion cannon on the outside of his arm, something with the joints in the shoulders, something where it doesn't feel like you're almost giving him the splits or he's leaning too far forward or too far back. Those are the kind of things that I feel that they could have, or that they should have addressed when making a figure that is essentially costs this much. In my opinion, with the way that this figure is right now, I say that he's a better Megatron than the Nerf gun Megatron, simply because of the color scheme of the Nerf gun Megatron. Now, turning around and saying that this figure is better than the Henkei version of the Nerf gun Megatron, I say no. I would turn around and buy that figure again in a heartbeat before I would buy this one. Really, I'm not going to go and tell you not to buy this or tell you to go out and buy it. Like with all my reviews, really I'm going to bring you the product and let you decide for yourself. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and conclude my review of the Transformers Combiners Wars Megatron. Don't forget to check out my other videos. Subscribe, follow me on Twitter. This has been Tambioda, and I'll see you next time.